We've got 5 identical squads in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Those squads are going to have their attributes locked. There's going to be transfer embargoes. There's going to be future transfers. And basically, they've all got exactly the same current ability. And we're going to see which team prevails the best in their respective leagues. And also who thrives in Europe. That's all there is to it. A that nice, simple, fun one to cleanse the palate before FM24. Let's jump in. So I've got the notes on. Of course, I've got the notes on. It's Nottingham Forest in the English Premier Division. And there you go. As you can see, all the players are 160 current ability and 160 potential ability. All on £1,000 a week. They are 17. There's been a problem recently with some contractual sort of issues with some of the players that says it expires and it just disappears when they go from youth contract to main contract. So I've made them a bit older. But they've got the ability locked, so it doesn't really matter. They're all moving to Saudi Arabia when the time is right. And that time is 2045, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to see the other teams in the other leagues. Spain, it's Espanyol, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go. As you can see, exactly the same. Serie A, we've got Empoli. The Bundesliga, we've got Augsburg. And Ligue 1, we've got Toulouse. Because I'm hoping that with all these good players, they are not going to lose. Bang! There's your pun. There's your introductory pun. Now you can leave. Please don't leave. I'm rattling through this intro because I want to get through into this experiment because I've got 5 leagues to be covering, which is 5 more than normal. It's going to be a long one. Ish, unless I rattle through it at a decent pace. If I keep talking about that and how long it's going to be, it will be bloody long. So let's go. 5 years into the future, we're not messing about today, gang. So in the first season, Nottingham Forest in the Premier League finished in 7th. The following season, they finished 8th, but they got Conference League football. Is that a Carabao Cup win? Quite possibly. A Europa League win for Nottingham Forest the following season, finishing in 6th. Sorry, Europa League win. Europa League qualification. That could be Conference League winning or League. We don't know. Following season in 6th. That is through the league because they did not win the Europa League. Otherwise, they would have qualified for the Champions League. United did that. And again, 6th. 6th seems to be the benchmark for Forest at the moment. They finished 6th 3 seasons in a row. In terms of trophies, 4 Carabao Cups. Well, nothing in this save game. And no FA Cups. So how did they get Conference League football? That just went to the league. Tottenham must have won something. There you go. So Tottenham winning something. Push that down a place. Go on. So no trophies for Forest. Sad times. The Spanish First Division and Espanyol have been relegated. What? They've been relegated twice. What's happened with Espanyol? Sergio Ramos is in charge. Why has this happened? Why is he playing for Espanyol B? Oh, sorry. They came up. Why hasn't he played 7 times in this division? I'm not sure why Espanyol have not only played him 3 times. Like what? I'm baffled. Espanyol have been relegated a couple of times and I'm annoyed. So Spain's ruined. Serie A, Empoli. There you go. 3rd. Thank you very much. Oh my God. Juve and Milan. I think it's done on head-to-head. So Juve won 2-0 and I'm assuming... No, Milan didn't. Been 2-0. Yeah, I don't know why, but there's been a tie played and Milan have won. Why is that? Who knows? Positional playoffs, I guess. Empoli finishing 3rd though, the most recent season. 3 draws towards the back end of the season. I think if you bottom the league. Empoli, lads. You won it season 1. Absolutely. Smashed it. 40 goal difference. Not many goals scored in the Italian league, as is their way. Then he finished 7th in the Europa League places. 5th getting Champions League places, and then currently 3rd, and probably should have won it for the 2nd time, but they've won it. Antonio Conte's in charge. Then people are getting sacked. Paolo Zanetti resigned, is now the manager of Wolves. He didn't resign to go to Wolves, did he? He did! He left Empoli, and he won the Italian Cup. He won Serie A, the Italian Cup, Serie A Manager of the Year, won it with Empoli, who are, any Empoli fans in the bloody comments, don't go at me, a mid-table side, right? They're not expected to win the league. I think you all agree that. He's won the league with him, and then he's gone to Wolves. I mean, what is he smoking? Is he joking? El Hadji Sek. And Antonio Conte just bottled the league. You can take the man out of Spurs. Spurs leaving their mark on him, as you can tell. The Bundesliga then, and Augsburg. I mean, Bayern Munich have won it every single season, as I've just seen. The Augsburg finishing 4th, getting Champions League football. They are becoming the 4th member of the Big Four now. Augsburg, Leipzig, Dortmund, and Bayern. And then they finished 5th. And then they've broken back into the top 4 by finishing 3rd. Dortmund missing out. Look at how far away Bayern are. 22 points clear. I mean, that's sickening, isn't it? Absolutely sickening. You almost feel like you could just give the German league a load of money and, I don't know, hopefully Bayern would get relegated. Go and watch that one. after this video, of course. It was good fun. Good laugh. Third again for Augsburg, this time closing the gap on Bayern Munich. Only 10 points they won the league by. And then second the most recent season, 9 points. Dortmund in third on 56. Insane how low the points tally is back here. And Nuremberg, 15 points. Only 2 wins all season. That is pathetic, isn't it? Sorry if you're listening, any Nuremberg fans, but that was crap. And then Liga, Uber Eats and Toulouse have won a couple. They have not. Toulouse. Yeah, it doesn't really work as a present tense, does it? First season, they beat PSG by 5 points, only losing once to PSG. Following season, PSG took it back. Third for Toulouse. Nice in second. Then Toulouse again. PSG on 64 points. What the hell happened there? How are they so bad? Then PSG beat Toulouse and Rennes, and then PSG beat Toulouse again, this time by 10 points. And here we go. Right, so in terms of season preview, Toulouse are expected to be second. Have a quick look at the season preview for every league. Augsburg third, Empoli fifth, Nottingham Forest eighth. So something's gone wrong with Espanyol. Please, in the comments down below, if you understand what's happened. Have Espanyol got something like, is it like Bilbao where they can only play players from their region? Have I ballsed it up in some capacity? I don't know. But for some reason, Espanyol have been relegated out of the second division and gone back up and probably gone down again. And everyone else is thriving, qualifying for Europe, winning leagues, not winning conference leagues, not winning Europa leagues either, but coming runner up to United, Champions Leagues. No one's won that either, but they're all winning cups, they're winning things, and the like. So there you go. In terms of the German national team, how many? Oh, I've got to fix this. Every time I do, you fix this and then it comes back. Great. Because the respective nations have made all the players be representative of that nation so they can get into the national setup. And as you can see here, 5 players from Nottingham Forest have managed to make it in the England squad. The German team are out of that. Well, Spain. If Spain have got half of the Espanyol team in their squad, I don't even know. They have none yet. How many players below? 9 players below 160. Just saying, you've got 160 players at your disposal that are not playing because Espanyol are weird. I can't let it go. And it's probably my fault. I've probably done something wrong with the setup. But hey, no one's perfect, are they? Espanyol will not be chosen for a future experiment. Kind of disciplinarian I am. If you be naughty, you get punished. The cold shoulder, like Espanyol care. Right, another 5 years. And so we're going to start in the Premier Division. And 5th for Nottingham Forest, only 7 points off the pace, beating Tottenham on goal difference. Someone won the Europa League as well. Was it Tottenham? It wasn't. It wasn't. No, wasn't Forest either. They won it in 2028. Oh, spoiler. This is 2028. Yeah, they did win it this season. They won the Europa League. Oh dear, what a tit. Right, 5th, 10th, abysmal, absolutely abysmal season for Nottingham Forest. Recovered, 5th, Europa League football, 9th. Not great. One Conference League football, and then they're now in the Conference League for this up and coming season. Season preview says they're going to finish 9th, so it's not great for Nottingham Forest, but Premier League is very competitive, and 160 is sadly not enough, is it? Steve Cooper's loving life though. He's been here a while, hasn't he? He's been here for over 10 years, won a few trophies. He's probably favourite personnel Forest right back. Steve Cooper. He is a legend of Nottingham Forest, apparently. A legend. Old Stevie Coops. You are welcome, Steve. Bundesliga, and we see it. You see it, don't you, gang? Augsburg have beaten Bayern Munich once, but they've done it. They've been second or close in the 27-28 season. We were last here. Look at that, 2 points, only 1 defeat all season. They actually avoided defeat against Bayern Munich. They lost to Wolfsburg, who finished mid-table. Do you know what? What's this? 27-28. I've got to go back. Enrico Marbine. I thought it was Enrico McBean then. I'm going to say 27-28. 27-28, yeah, sorry. Drew against Mönchengladbach and St. Pauli in the Bundesliga. They beat Toulouse in the Champions League, but they didn't think they were going to lose. He was doing it. It's going to be funny at some point. You might as well laugh now. But they've beaten... So, yeah, there we go. 2 points they lost out by. Then a point the following season. Then 2 points. And then finally won by 9 points. Undefeated season the Invincibles, the Augsburg Invincibility or whatever. And then they've lost it on goal difference in the most recent season. So it's been very close every season. So let's go back. They lost 2 games, the final 2 games of the season, and they lost the league by a point. So they bottled it that season. This season they lost it by a couple of points, and they drew a couple. One of them was against Bayern, so yeah, not too bad. Won it this season, so they smashed it. And then this was the season where they lost it on goal difference. So all the way back there they drew. So it's not the end of the world. They've won the DFB Pokal 3 times as well. Go on Augsburg, lads. In terms of the season preview, they are still expected to finish second. Uber Eats League 1. And unfortunately, the past winners, it's all been PSG. Toulouse have just been second. Absolutely smashed it. Goal difference, 28-29. We've got to do it. Laurent Battles. We've got to do it. 28-29, 28-29, 28-29. Lost the last game of the season against Saint Etienne. Literally threw the league away. And PSG went on an absolute tear. So they threw it away on the last day of the season, did Toulouse, by losing the last game. Awful. Following season, lost by 11 points. Doesn't matter. 5 points. Yeah. Second place. This is the French Cup. They have won it a couple of times during this save. 3 times during this save game, to be fair. No Espanyol. Where are Espanyol then? Spanish Federation First Division B. And they're all there. What's the point? There's no point in even messing around with Espanyol now. They are what they are. They are where they are. In the Italian Serie A, as you can see, Empoli here, 4th, and they haven't won it in the last 5 years. So disappointing. 2nd to Inter by 10 points. 4th, 2nd to Napoli. What a season. 3 teams on 86 points and Milan on 85. What a final day that would have been. 29-30. We're going having a look at the fixtures in a minute. Empoli 3rd this season, and then this most recent season 4th. So 29-30, we're going back. Okay, so the final day, Milan lost. Had Milan won, they'd gone all the way to 88 points. So Milan threw it away on the final day. Napoli nearly threw it away, actually by drawing twice. So it wasn't as dramatic as you'd expect. That being said, Milan losing to Salernitana, who finished 11th, just so irrelevant. The Atalanta drew, so they leapfrogged Atalanta. That's all they did, 12th to 11th, and that cost Milan their title. Devastating for them. Absolutely devastating. Well, right, so I've come through to 2038 instead of just jumping back to where we were, because we were about to jump on anyway, and we're going to have a quick look in the Premier Division. Nottingham Forest getting Europa League football. Let's just quickly try and rattle through this a little bit quicker. So 8th Europa League football qualification. Conference League winners? Yes, they were in the Conference League, weren't they? Because they finished 8th the previous season. So Conference League winners, Nottingham Forest. Champions League qualification in 4th. Europa League qualification in 7th. 6th Champions League qualification. Someone's won something. Have they won the Europa League? And I've 67 points, but 72 points for Arsenal in 5th. 74 points for Brighton. Hang about. What the hell? I'm looking at the points going, God, they're that close. And Brighton have snuck in over on this side of the screen. Where have Brighton been? Brighton finished 11th the season before that. The following season, 2nd. Nottingham Forest in 7th. And then 7th for Brighton. Nottingham Forest in 6th. Europa League qualification. Nottingham Forest, 3 draws and 2 defeats in their final 5 games of the season. That is 12 points drop. 12 points drop. 80 points. They'd have won the league if they'd have won all those games. If they'd have won both those defeats, they'd have been level on points with Spurs with a goal difference that was inferior. Okay. Turn one of those draws into a win. Bang. They've won the league. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What a dismal end to the season. And then he finished behind Chelsea, who got 5 wins out of 5. Oh, I feel sick on behalf of Nottingham Forest. 3 Europa Leagues in the experiment then, 2034 and 2036. We'll check in on the European trophies. At the end, we'll do a big whip through all the European competitions. Conference League, Europa League, and Champions League. But, while we're here, Spanish. No Espanyol. No Espanyol. Get out of here then. Not interested. Not even going looking for them. You're dead to me, Espanyol. Empoli are champions 3 times in 5 years as well. Excellent stuff. So we were last here in 31-32. So 32-33, and they were 2nd to Milan by 3 points. Then they were 4th. Again, another very close season. 85 points there. 3 teams separated by a point. Then look at that. 97 points. Beating Milan on 92. 91 for Juve. Finishing 3rd over 90 points. You've got to feel pretty aggrieved, haven't you? Then Milan got 99 points. Empoli in 3rd on 85. Again, Juve not winning the league over 90 points. You did it again there. So Juve have got 89 points. 91. 92, 91, the most recent season 80, but 4 seasons, they got 89 to 92 points, and they didn't win the league. How long's Kasper Schmeichel been in charge? Over 5 years, so they've kept with him, but he's been very, very unlucky not to win the league more, hasn't he? How unfortunate. But Empoli have won it 3 times in a row, which is fantastic for them. The Bundesliga, Augsburg have won it twice. Unfortunately, Bayern Munich have won it the other 6 times, or 4 times, sorry. But there we go. Winning by a point, a very low points total, to be fair, considering when they did win it before, they were unbeaten. It's the same side. Again, another low points total. 90 points for Bayern. There. Another goal difference, 36-37, 4 points in 37-38. So, yeah, Augsburg won a couple. Who's in charge of them? Enrico Marben, still. Of course he is. 6 DFB Pokals as well. And Toulouse, we've got some new sheriffs in town, ladies and gentlemen. PSG, where are they? Well, they won it there. Toulouse finished 3rd. Then, PSG, second. All to Toulouse, 3 in a row. 4 in a row, second. Lyon, top. Toulouse, second. PSG down in 3rd in the most recent season. Disappointing for PSG. Jubilation for Toulouse. They've done fantastically well. And we've had good success from multiple teams. Who's done the best? Probably Toulouse with league wins, but Empoli have done very well in Serie A. Augsburg have challenged and actually overthrown Bayern Munich a few times. Nottingham Forest can't do it in the Premier League, unfortunately. Espanyol get in the bin. But we've got 7 more years before all the players leave, and we've probably simulated a few seasons extra just to get a little bit of where the land is when the money's come in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through to the 2045, check the leagues, then we're going to go through Europe. The Spanish second division. They've been relegated again. So annoying. Nottingham Forest, in the most recent season, finished second to Arsenal. So they finished 6th, 7th, 4th, 6th, second on goal difference to Spurs in 41-42. We might have to go back. 4th, 5th, and then 4 points off the pace there. 41-42 was it? Let's have a quick look at the schedule. Steve Cooper loves life, doesn't he? 41-42 it was, wasn't it? Goal difference, well, he drew 0-0. Second to last game of the season, which is very disappointing, isn't it? Pathetic. Threw it away. Bundesliga, well, it was Augsburg have won it one more time. Dortmund have also snuck one in there. Finished second to Bayern Munich again. Again they did, and again, considerably every single time. Then Dortmund and Augsburg down in 4th, not even making the top 3. They did bounce back and walk the league, to be fair, by 8 points the season after. And then that's it. It's not been anywhere, sadly. Toulouse have only won once more. PSG have come back, haven't they? PSG have come back with a bang. And yeah, that's disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Nothing, not even close, any of these league titles. Just skimming through, and yeah, it's just, well, Empoli, Juventus, over 90 points, finishing in second in this most recent season. No manager in charge. Kasper Schmeichel left the manager role a few years ago. He couldn't be bothered. He's now unemployed. He left and went to United, got sacked, then Palace. He became manager of Napoli, departed them and went to Amiens SC, and then he was sacked. Anyway, Empoli is who we're looking at here, 37-38. They won it by a point from Milan, and they were 6 points off the pace. Then they won it by 7 points, and look at that, like 7. Juve over 90 points. They won it that season. Empoli then won it again. Juve did then take a couple of league titles, and unfortunately, it was Empoli who got over 90 points and did not win the league. Look at that, only conceding 11 goals. Not conceding any goals, though, is it? Like in this video. Empoli again with 90 points the following season, and the most recent season again 94, as we said. Juve on 92. Both teams lost the last game of the season, so if Juve had won, they'd have won the league. Just saying, you bottled it. Bottle jobs. Alex Smithies is in charge. Brendan Rodgers has been here for a spell. He was now in charge of Arsenal. Mikel Arteta has been here. He's now in charge of Barcelona. What happened to Paolo Zanetti? Benevento, where did he go? I'm interested. After Wolves, he went to become the Italy manager. Then he was Leicester, Bilbao, Middlesbrough, Norwich, Charlton, Blackpool, Benevento. So it's gone downhill for him ever since he left Empoli. Should have stayed like old Stevie Coops at Nottingham Forest. He's done the business, hasn't he? In terms of internationally, who's done better? Well, weirdly, Nigeria have won a World Cup in 2030. Germany have won 2 with not real players. Croatia won 1, and Portugal. Brazil most recently. And the Euros has been won by France 3 times. Italy, then Germany beating Scotland in the final. France then. Let's have a look at their schedule. I want to know if any of their players was ever... The Toulouse centre mid was played in the quarterfinal there. Quite a few of the Toulouse team did actually get a few caps. Look at that, 98 caps, 38 goals. Fair play. Yeah, here we go, caps. Wow, look at that, 190. A lot of caps for the Toulouse. Yeah, a few caps for them. Quite a few. Couple there. Centre mid 5. Under 53. Right. So who's done best? Empoli? Toulouse? In my opinion, this Serie A is a harder league, but is it? They've all got exactly the same squad. So surely whoever won the most has done the best, right? Or whoever's won the most has got it's the weakest league. I don't know. It's difficult. I'll tell you what. I'm not even going to decide who won. I think Empoli did, but I'm not going to decide and give a winner. You guys can let me know in the comments who you think won this. Empoli, Toulouse, or Forest for plugging away. We're going to go and have a look at European trophies, though. Oh, yes, we are. Conference League incoming first. The Conference League has been won once by Nottingham Forest. So there we go, 1 European trophy, and that's to Forest, who never won Premier League. And the Europa League has been won by Nottingham Forest 4 times, and they've come runner-up twice. No other team has been anywhere near it. Is it because they've been in the Champions League? Has anyone won the Champions League? Yes. Empoli have won 3. Okay, so Empoli have won this experiment, right? They have to have done. Augsburg with a couple of runner-ups, and Toulouse with 1 runner-up. So, yeah, those 3 teams have done the best because they've actually won leagues in their respective nations. And PSG and Bayern Munich are very difficult to overthrow. The Italian league, you could argue that there's enough teams that are good that, like Napoli, Juve, both Milan clubs, Lazio, all very, very big teams, great squads, great strong like fan base and support, and you could argue that they're all going to take points off each other because they're all going to have spells where they're really good. Roma as well, don't know if I mentioned them. So Empoli sneaking around the back door and picking up those points, and while other teams are taking points off each other. But Bayern Munich, who's taking points off Bayern Munich? Who's taking points off PSG? Very few teams. So yeah, fair play to them. But Empoli have got 3 Champions Leagues to the name. The only team to have won any European trophies are Empoli and Nottingham Forest. And you can't have Nottingham Forest winning the experiment with no Champions Leagues and no league wins. You just can't, the way it is. But we have got a few more years to go through with all the money that's coming in. So let's just do that quick. The Premier Division then. Nottingham Forest find themselves down in 10th. They've not got loads of money. Gio Reyna is in charge. In terms of the competitions, if we have a quick look at the domestic leagues, they have been, since they finished second in 2044-45, they've actually recovered well, avoided relegation quite comfortably most seasons, and become a mid-table side. Toulouse, 8th. Bornal's in charge, and Toulouse, so in 2045, yeah, they lost the players down in 15th. They did recover quite quickly, and they finished top half every single season. Probably sneaking some European football along the way. In terms of Empoli, well, Juve have actually come back with an absolute storm here. 8 league wins in a row. Empoli, though, finishing in 3rd most recently. They won twice, and then they were down in 12th. Whoever was in charge, unfortunately, probably got the sack. Well, we'll just check that. Then they recovered very quickly. European football. 8th there, maybe not quite European football. Every other season, they probably got some form of European football. And most recently, 3rd. And Alex Smithies left the manager role. He knew the writing was on the wall. He'd won a couple of Serie A's and he went, you know what? I'm out of here. Where did he go? Manager United? He actually left to go to Liverpool. He came from Toulouse to Empoli. Isn't that interesting? One of the random teams that we chose, manager's gone from one to the other. De Ligt has been in charge. He got sacked. Yeah, and then in terms of Bundesliga, Augsburg. So Leipzig have won a few. Augsburg mid-table. Let's have a quick look at their history and their competitions. They actually got relegated. They did get relegated, unfortunately. And weirdly, it took 2 years. They just avoided relegation in 45-46. And 46-47, they went down, finishing bottom. Then they came back up, and then they've become mid-table. We've got a bit Europe here, 7th and 6th, but then they've finished 11th 3 times in the last 5 years. But that is it. That is the end of today's experiment. I hope you've had a good time. I thought it was quite a fun one. Someone mentioned in the comments. Before we go, let's have a quick look at World Footballer of the Year. Did anybody win Footballer of the Year? No, Kylian Mbappe literally just hogged it. Even Erling Haaland got a look in. 1. Yannick Vokatcha. Mohamed Cheguai. Anyway, so Football of the Year, no. Golden Ball, again. Borussia Dortmund, Endrick, Salvatore Russo, Sergio Osorio. Loads of different players for bloody Dortmund. Kylian Mbappe, again, absolutely just dominating. So yeah, I hope you had a good time. Hope you've enjoyed this experiment, ladies and gentlemen. I have thought this was actually a really fun one. Someone requested this, I don't know who, in one of the comments of a previous video. So thank you very much for whoever suggested this style of video. Yeah, a lot of fun. So if you've got something similar or whatever, comments down below, let me know what you thought and what you would like to change, what you would maybe do going forward with a different experiment or different set of leagues, different current ability, I don't know, maybe potential ability for all of the squads, and just see how they progress as well. Maybe start them in a lower league of said nation. I don't know. We will see going forward. But yeah, had a lot of fun with this one. Hope you did too. Drop a like on it, leave a comment about it, and yeah, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Subscribe if you haven't as well. But yeah, take care of yourselves. I'm off.